Hello, welcome back. This is A from High Five Sci Vibes Tarot. This is your Aquarius surprise reading. What's up in your love life for the month of October 2021? I would also link. I'm sorry for that snort. That is not me. That is my dog. Anyway, I would link at the end of this video the October reading for Aquarius. Oops. It will also be, there is a link in the description box of that video wherein you would be redirected to the blog wherein you could see one more oracle guidance card. But for in this case, we would just be, this is just it's a YouTube exclusive, but you could also check out the blog, which I would link in the description box below for more Aquarius readings. Through the blog, you could make your own 3-card spread there. You could set an intention. We'll first draw 3 cards to check out what's up, where are you at right now, your current situation, what are you going through. Not necessarily for coupled up individuals, but could also be for single individuals who share a deep connection with someone. You are thinking about dating your friend, you need guidance, or you need some help with look at these 3 cards. Why do I get this feeling that you are currently closed off? You are seeking for something serious, or you could be overly serious to a point that you are missing out on people who deserves a spot in your heart space. I am not sure if there is some sense of, this is not the Hierophant, this is Emperor. Strict and stern, very rigid. You could be very rigid as in terms of dating. You could have set standards that, I'm not saying that you have to lower your standards. What I am saying is that you may have set the bar too high, that you are closing off your doors and not being open to getting to know other people. It's like judging another person. For example, you have set your standards too high. For example, it's like they should have studied in this university, they should have graduated in this university, they should have a pointed nose, something like that. It's a standard that is the first level is too high, that you are missing out on checking of getting to know the personality of the person. Perhaps it's too superficial. That is what I am hearing. Or people could be communicating, or being the typical Aquarius born individual. You are one of the social butterflies. You're very detached in terms of relationships, so perhaps it will take too long for you to invest in getting to know somebody, and you would close your doors for somebody who hasn't graduated from this kind of university without actually getting to know them, or without actually giving them a chance. That is what I am hearing. Perhaps you have that tunnel vision towards towards a prototype of what you want. You have this image of you already have this prototype in your mind of a person that you would want. Perhaps you're sending messages here and there to those people with your prototype, and you're not actually entertaining people who deviates from your standards, from the prototype that you have in your mind. So as a result, you may be missing out on people who deserve that spot in your heart, because you are too rigid on your standards, or you have that preconceived notion of what kind of person, or how a person should act towards you. You have a preconceived notion on how a person should act towards you, or should a lover should act towards you. Can you hear that bell? That was my dog. It's like, look at you. You are observing, sitting on your throne, being high up on your throne, and assessing the vast land that you own, and choosing based on how they look, or choosing based on their portfolio. I'm not saying that it's wrong to do that. What I am saying is, just be mindful that you are you have that tunnel vision, and you are hyper focused on things that actually do not matter. When you allow your heart to speak, you wouldn't know what people could bring to could give you, unless you step out of your throne and get to know them. This is also being closed off, not really wanting to collaborate with people, or not wanting to get out there and interact with somebody who is not like you. It's like you're not being open to someone who's not like your ex, to someone who's not like this type of person. Perhaps you have that prototype, as I have mentioned. You have a prototype of who should be in your life. But you wouldn't really get to know a person unless you get to know them, or to talk to them, or open your doors to them. Somebody may be also trying to communicate to you. Okay, did you just come out of a breakup? Healing. You may have been healing from a past heartache, but the remnants of the ex is still around you. For some of you, that could be true. Perhaps the ex is still communicating with you, sending you messages, or trying to... There you go. This is the one that I have mentioned a while ago. The oppressive, the judgmental type of energy. You could still be in this energy of... you have that preconceived notion, and you have this certain standard, but it is oppressive. If not oppressive, if you do not resonate with that description of being oppressive, it could be these standards are hindering you from meeting somebody who is extremely different from you, or from the opposing pole, but the one who would struck that chord in your heart space. Somebody that could be somebody who is deserving of your attention, of your love, or somebody who is who complements the energy that you give out to the world. Or that could be something that is a life lesson, or what your ex, as your soulmate, whom you thought as your soulmate in the past, may have taught you that you haven't learned the lesson yet. That you may be very detached in your previous relationships, and you are quite confident in how you in your belief systems, to a point that you are alienating others because of this belief. I'm not saying that you are believing something that is not right. What I am saying is that you have a penchant for something, or perhaps a value that you hold on to, regardless whether it's with your friends, when you communicate with friends, or with lovers. You hold on to those beliefs, those core values, so much so that you are not open to how others express their beliefs. It's bordering imposing, that perhaps you may have imposed to your partner that they have to believe that this way, and we're not really compatible because you don't think like me. That is the oppression that I have been talking about. Yeah. The moon here. Okay, let's get this. What I am picking up on the energy around these cards is that you may want to connect with your heart space. The moon here is speaks of mystery. Perhaps you are invited by your spirit guides to unearth or to discover aspects of your future lover, or you could be in a connection right now, or you could be eyeing somebody to date, and perhaps there are certain, you could be hesitating to come forward, or you could be fearful about how fearful that you may make the same mistakes again. So perhaps you are invited to get to the root of things. What is it that you have tried to sweep under the rug, or what is it about you? What was a failure in your past relationship? How did it fail? And what are the lessons that you need to learn from those past relationships? The moon speaks about mystery, or traversing a path, and everything could be overwhelming to you. You run the risk of encountering the same heartache or heartbreak once again. If you are being possessive, I am picking up on the energy of being possessive here, but not exactly possessive of the other person, but more of possessive of your own beliefs, possessive of your own, you have a penchant for your opinion, to a point that you're obsessed about a certain belief, and this is how you see things, but you are very rigid about that way of seeing things. That is what I am getting. That is what I am picking up on. You have their power. Four of Pentacles here could be a miser, or could be financial stability. That could mean the textbook meaning, wherein you could be financially stable, or you could be working on your finances first in the near future before you get into your love life. But what I am picking up on in this energy of stability here is that you be mindful that you become too obsessed with, let's say, power, with your money, with your beliefs, your values. You become too obsessed with that, to a point that you are hurting others, or you are alienating others, or you are not open to other people's opinions. You could be very much in your head space and not coming from the heart. And whatever it is that you need healing from, perhaps now is the time to seek that stability and to seek that healing. Can you see there the beetle traversing that overwhelming path? You could be experiencing right now a turmoil, emotional turmoil, if you are partnered up, or if you are in a relationship. Perhaps somebody in your current relationship, nobody wants to give a budge, nobody is open for negotiation, nobody wants to meet halfway. And perhaps that is the challenge for you. Perhaps meet somebody halfway. Be compassionate in terms of dealing with your emotions, and you could be undergoing healing right now. The remnants of past hurts of a previous breakup is still within your energetic space, that you don't have time to heal. You didn't have much time to heal it. You didn't have much time to work on those emotions. perhaps you're also invited to be still. You could be, I'm not saying that you have to isolate yourselves or go into a cave, go into a retreat, but you can do that. But it's like overwhelming. You are on constant loop of perhaps working on your finances, working on your career, that you neglect that aspect of tending to your heart space, tending to healing, tending to illuminating your own path, or being still inside. Perhaps this could also be an invitation for you to try meditation, so that I can sense that raging water. It's a raging water. Your emotions are, if not out of whack, your emotions are very overwhelming to a point that it could topple you down. You are traversing a rough sea, and that rough sea could mean one, overwhelming emotions, and two, heartache from previous relationships that you haven't gotten a chance to reflect on, to take on the lessons of the past, and to heal. Okay, so I guess I would have to leave it at that, dear Aquarius. I would link the Aquarius reading for October, and you could check out the other reading there. Maybe that one could resonate well for you. And please subscribe if you would want to be updated with more readings, such surprise readings such as this. I would like to thank you for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.